eHNA project stands for Electronic HNA, or Holistic Needs Assessments, and that's really a way of recognising what the cancer diagnosis means to the patient and picking up any concerns or problems that they might have.
My involvement with the eHNA was and is, each patient we see is a new patient. They come to clinic and we get them to complete the eHNAs before we actually see them in the clinic setting. So we can sort of, get them to complete the tool. Then we get the summary of their main concerns, and then we've got an actual, we know what their concerns are before we actually go in to see the patient. So we can really target what information we need to give the patients before we actually see them in clinic. And then from that, we do the care plans and, as I say, complete them and send them off to the relevant places.
My role has been to embed the process of the eHNAs within my gynecology team, within my patient pathway, and to make it sort of part of the pathway rather than seen as something extra that's just got to be done. So hopefully that's what we're doing in Ghana.
I've been involved in the steering group to bring in eHNAs both in NUH and the wider East Midlands community. To start with, we used a paper-based assessment, and that's now moved on to an eHNA, with the E being electronic, use of an iPad, which is, I think, better for the patient. It has seemed to save time as well. I've also done some shared practice with other clinical nurse specialists. There's a model in place here that we want to share and that can be adapted for other clinical nurse specialists if they need to use it.
The main challenge, I think, although the nurses were doing the paper version, you can scroll on that a bit quicker and make little notes and things. With the electronic version, is how was it going to fit into the process that's there and really well established. And the concept of it was going to take longer.
Initially, holistic needs assessments, I think, were seen as an extra thing to do, and with clinical nurse specialists being already pressed for time, it was felt as though these were extra jobs to do. Whereas I feel if you pitch it right, and what happens is patients feel more supported and they're less likely to contact you as an emergency or to ring you on a regular basis if you get everything right at the beginning.
The positive effects are, I think it's sort of a double whammy really. It gets the patients to think about, like I say, not just the particular problem they were coming to clinic with in the first place, but it gets them to really sort of think about other issues that might be going off at the same time. And it then makes you be able to access a sort of signposting system where you think, oh, actually, this person's come with, I don't know, a bowel problem, but actually they've got sort of financial issues going off at the same time. So I'm very much geared to looking at people as as a whole person rather than a particular problem, and I think it is an excellent tool for doing that, which is really good.
Definitely recommend the eHNA to other staff members. I'd also be happy to do some teaching or guidance on a one-to-one level or as a group.
Yes, I would definitely recommend it. Please don't look at it as an obstacle, but as a tool to help understand your patients better, understand their problems and concerns, help them and give them a better experience overall.
Absolutely. I think we are the only chemo suite in the country doing this, so it's real sort of pioneering work. And I think with tweaking, you could put it anywhere.
One of the things that we've done here in this trust is we've not limited it to trained nurses and clinical nurse specialists. We've got allied health professionals across the trust using it. So therapeutic radiographers are using it in radiotherapy settings. We've got auxiliary nurses in some other sites that are using it, and other other professions as well. So definitely recommend it.